Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be making a marble cake and it's going to be super easy. So let's head on to step number 1. So I'm going to be taking my pan, I'm going to be brushing it with oil. It also has baking paper lined on it. Okay, so now to start off with the batter for the cake, you will be needing a large bowl. And here are the ingredients. 1 cup of flour and 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 3 eggs, and 3/4 cup of sugar. It's a little more than 3/4 cup. And cocoa powder. And some oil, 3/4 cup. Okay, now I'm going to be sifting my flour along with my baking powder. Now let's sift it in a bowl. Now in a large bowl, add 3 eggs and we'll beat it till it's fluffy. Now I'm going to be adding half of the sugar. The sugar is 3/4 cup, a little more than 3/4 cup, so I've added half of it. Now I'm going to be mixing it in the eggs. To be adding the remaining half and we'll mix. Now as you can see, the wet ingredients have changed its color. Now I'm going to be adding the oil gradually. This is 3/4 cup of oil. You can also add vegetable oil. Now the oil is in. Now I'm going to be adding the all-purpose flour and baking powder in it. So add 2 to 3 teaspoons of flour and baking powder mixture and mix. Now the batter is done. Now I'm going to be pouring half of this batter into my cake pan. Okay, now here is the cocoa powder. I'm only going to be adding 2 to 3 teaspoons of cocoa powder, but it's on you how many teaspoons or tablespoons you want to add. The amount of cocoa powder flavorness you need in it. Now we'll mix this. Now our cocoa powder batter is done, the chocolate batter is done. Now I'm going to be adding it into the plain batter. My chocolate batter is in, and make sure you pour the chocolate batter in the center. Now the cocoa powder batter is in, and now I'm going to be taking a fork and I'm going to be twirling it with soft hands. And don't make the chocolate batter go on the bottom because it doesn't bake well. Okay, so before starting the whole thing, I preheated my oven to 180 degrees Celsius and for 10 to 5 minutes. Now I have put the cake on the rack. Now the cake has cooled down after 5 minutes and you can see I have cut it from the side. It is also very spongy. And I also tried a bit of the cake and it is the right amount of sweetness. So do try this recipe and Allah Hafiz.